UFC St Louis just wrapped up, and I'm going to give my quick overview of how the card went. First up, we have JJ Aldridge versus Veronica Hardy. Hardy was just better everywhere. She stuffed the takedowns, outlanded her on the feet, first to the punch. She had Dan Hardy in the corner as well, which definitely does help in the women's MMA there. Overall, it was just very like an average fight. But Veronica Hardy definitely was just the first to the punch and a clear winner. Next fight on the night, we have Charles Johnson versus Jake Hadley. Quite actually a good fight. Charles Johnson, he just was better on the feet. First to the punch again. He stuffed the takedowns. Hadley went 0 and 11 for takedowns. But like I said, close fight though. Like it was 1-1 going into the third. I just feel like Johnson wanted it more. He was in front of the home crowd. And yeah, showed up. He dropped Jake Hadley at one point, I believe, as well, which definitely does score pretty well on the scorecards there. But yeah, one knockdown and outbeat him in the strikes. So fair winner to Charles Johnson. Next, we have the fight of the night: Trey Waters versus Billy Golf. Interesting fight, Both guys gave it a roll. There was no striking defense at all. It was just, throw one, give one to take one. Or take one to give one, I guess I should say. Some people claim robbery. I think Trey Waters had this one. He just landed a little bit more than Golf. Golf in the clinch definitely landed far more and definitely was impactful there. But Trey with the jab stuck it out, and he just had the more impactful shots, I find. He had the submission attempt as well, I believe, in round 2. But a very close fight. It really could have gone either way. But I think Trey Waters won that in my opinion. But yeah, both guys have grit. Both guys have a chin as well. I say don't rush them into the rankings. I definitely think just give them some more journeymen first and then see kind of where they're at from there. Next up, we have Tabitha Ricci taking on Tisha Pennington. Tabitha Ricci won. It was kind of a boring fight. Pretty close though in the stats. But Tabitha Ricci just held Tisha against the cage the whole time, and she was shiggily stronger. And I think that's what the judges kind of came down or scored it from. So yeah, Tisha, she got the takedown. She outstruck Tisha in the matches up there. So I think well-deserved win, but nothing crazy. I'm not really too impressed with how she looked, but a win's a win. So can't really argue with that. Next up, we have Terrence McKinney taking on Esteban Rebecki. It was basically the first one to land the punch won, and in this case, my pick was McKinney. He just short straw. Esteban landed the head kick and knocked Terrence McKinney's ass out. Simple as. But no, good fight for the 37 seconds that it was. Next up, how good is Chase Hooper? I picked Borshev just because I thought he would just be far better on the feet, and yeah, it turns out Chase Hooper fucking dominated him. It wasn't even close. He even knocked down Borshev, which, a week ago, if you said that, you'd be acting crazy. But yeah, no, Chase Hooper looked excellent on the feet. He got it down to the ground, which he seems to have worked on, and he fucking killed Borshev. I'll probably throw up a picture on the screen of what Borshev's head looked like. The scene out of E.T., it was fucking ridiculous. Overall, Chase Hooper looked really good, and I'm excited to see what he has next. Now onto the main card, we have a fraud check. Rebellis Despain had nothing on the ground for Acosta. Acosta beat him everywhere. Even in the striking, some people say that it's close. I don't think so. I think Acosta landed way more strikes. Rebellis, his striking looks fucking awful. In my opinion, he had no ground game at all. It doesn't even look like he spent a day in his life grappling. First loss on Rebellis' career. I think it's good. I think it's good that he does have a loss now, because now he knows that he needs to work on the ground. But the thing is, he's 35. How much longer is he going to be doing this? I say give Rebellis some, fat guys like Nick Parkin again, and then just let him knock him out. Everyone can get their hey moment and move on, because he's not going to be world champion. Acosta, he won, yes, but I think that's just because about how bad Rebellis was on the ground. I don't think Acosta looked too good in the fight there. He didn't really have too much ground control as well. Rebellis, if he knew a tiny bit of ground playing, he would work his way up the fence and get out of it. It was just a poor performance on both ends, but Costa got the win, so game. But I don't think he's going to get a major fight next or even make it up the rankings that far. Hometown hero next. We have Sean Woodson taking on Alex Caceres, I think is how you say his name. Brutal pronunciation, but here we go. Close fight, a lot closer than what the judges scored it. They scored it 30-27 to Sean Woodson. Outrageous. I was watching this fight. I had it 1-1. I thought Sean Woodson won the first round. Alex probably in the second round because Sean did start to slow. He wasn't doing as many fakes. And then third round, I could see Woodson getting it. So that's fair. Like 29-28 is good. But yeah, 30-27, outrageous. I did pick Sean Woodson, so I mean, like, how outrageous can it be? But, Sean Woodson, I think he won this, yes, but I think it's a lot closer than what the judges scored it as. Moving on to a huge upset, we have Mateus Rebecki versus Diego Ferreira. I don't know what to say. Rebecki, what are you doing? He had a really strong first round, no doubt about it. Almost took out Diego Ferreira, but he gassed. He just didn't have the cardio. He loaded 100% into every punch, which I think, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Rebecki had a good first round. Diego Ferreira, he just out-cardioed him and again just looked far better. I don't know how he kept the pace for the last two rounds, the second and third there. He's 39 and he looked that good. Yeah, it's very impressive, very impressive. Rebecki, take some time off, fix the cardio issues, learn how to not throw 100% into every punch, pace yourself a little bit. Because he looked very good in the first round, just, second and third, he just had nothing to offer. And that's when Diego definitely took full advantage of that. But overall, good fight. Kind of upset that Rebecki lost because obviously he was one of my most confident picks there. But it's the fight game, anything can happen. Carlos Ulberg, my lock of the week. Told you so. 12 seconds. That's all it took. 12 seconds for Carlos Ulberg to knock Alonzo Menifield out. I don't know what Menifield was thinking. He rushed in, got crazy, and the left hook of Carlos Ulberg caught him. And that's it. So Carlos Ulberg, very dominant position. I think he should rank... he's now in the rankings, I believe, actually. He fought 11. He's 11th ranked. Yeah, give him somebody in the top 10, see actually how good he is. Because he's a good prospect that's living up to his name, unlike Rebellis de Spain. Co-main event, Joaquin Buckley versus Rozaboyev. And Narzutulin? No, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Rozaboyev, the Uzbekistan. Buckley, he was my pick, and he fucking showed out. I think this is a very good performance of him, especially when Rozaboyev is a dangerous guy. He's very tall, I think 6'5" or something, and he's a very dangerous guy with the striking as well. He has a ground game too, but 170 is not his weight class. He should stay at the 180 where he belongs. Because now, I think it was before this fight, 7 out of 8 of his losses were at 170. And Buckley showed that. He out-grappled him everywhere. He also outlanded him in the strikes. I think, clear as day, Buckley definitely won this. There was no kind of robbery or upset there. Rozaboyev did almost drop Buckley in the first or second, I can't remember, but it definitely did draw out a reaction of Buckley. But yeah, Buckley's he's a tough dude. He is a tough dude. I think, he's number 11th. Top 10. He called out Conor McGregor. He's not good on that, but yeah, top 11. See where he goes from there. Next up, we have a Derek Lewis fight. It's just what you expect out of Derek Lewis, Nascimento, he had success, with the takedowns and just lying on Derek Lewis, but never full mounts Derek Lewis. He just has that get up ability that I don't think anybody else has. First round, okay. Second round, Derek really kind of started putting on the pressure, started landing the strikes there. He even went for a takedown of his own and landed one. And then third round, turned up the pace. and knocked his ass out. So classic Derek Lewis. I don't know how much longer he's got in his career, because again, he's 39 as well. Like, he's an old dude. He even said on the mics, like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, which, fair enough. But yeah, keep on getting the knockouts, keep on acting like Derek Lewis, and you know, he seems to be coming into his second prime almost, you know, with the stem cell surgery on his shoulders. He's looking good. He's looking good. Overall, very good card. You know, like I think I mentioned at the start, it did break a record for the highest earning fight night, which is pretty impressive for St. Louis as well. But on the screen, I'll put up my picks on where I did good and where I went wrong. By going wrong, I mean Rebecki. You suck. He doesn't suck. I'm just mad that he lost. But yeah, I'll drop my picks for next week on most likely Wednesday. Yeah, until next time, guys.